guys, it's Matt here from Go NC500, helping you to dream, plan and live your next adventure around the North Coast 500. So today I just wanted to give you a quick little walkthrough of this Honda CRF 250L Rally. This is a 2020 model. It's not even run in yet. It's only got like 150 miles on the clock. This little beauty was provided by Ecosse motorcycles down in Dundee, so thanks for that. And I get asked a lot of questions about what is the best bike to take around the North Coast 500 route. And I mean, ultimately, there isn't a best bike. Lots of bikes do different things. It depends what you want to get out of the journey, because the route really is a beautiful mix of fast flowing A roads, tight twisty single track, and you know, you can even explore off the beaten track as well. So any one of the modern adventure bikes tends to be kind of my preference as well. I've had a lot of bikes over the years, from litre sports bikes right up to I think it was a 2012 BMW GS, and if anybody's ridden one of those, they'll know what big heavy brutes they are. Brilliant bikes, but sometimes they do distract from the journey a little bit because you're worried about falling off the bloody thing. There are single track sections up on the NC500 route, and you know what it's like. You pull over to the edge of the road. The tarmac is about that thick up there at the edge of the road. You have this big drop off. If you're not careful, it's really easy to drop them, and that's one of the beauties of this little adventure bike here. It's about, I don't know, probably 25-30% of the weight of an Africa Twin. It's a lot lighter than a CRF 450. You get this nice kind of adventure spec look with it. It's got nice long travel suspension. It is quite soft, but I found that to be a bonus, really, to be honest, because we live about 1.5 miles up a forest track, so it's beautiful just for coming up and down there. 21-inch front wheel there, reasonable quality suspension, obviously Honda quality. So the thing, it's built in Thailand rather than Japan, but it's absolutely bomb proof, and lots of good reviews out there. So we're looking forward, this will be one of our higher bikes, so we're looking forward to sticking this out there. However, there are a few modifications that you really do need to do straight from the off. Now, I put my hand up here, I've dropped this already. I was arsing around in the field here with my son on his little Honda CRF 50, and I stopped to help him, put it on the side stand, and the side stand, she just went over. The casualties were the stock hand guards, which I don't know what I've done with them. They're around here somewhere, but they're a piece of crap. They're very flimsy plastic. They just attach to the throttle and the clutch levers. They don't really attach to the bar end or back to the handlebars, and they just crack. I mean, they're cosmetic, really. So we've put a couple of these bad boys on here. It's a Prolide by Adventure Spec. Awesome. They connect to the handlebars with a universal mount. I'll do some close-ups of it in a minute, but you do they attach there with a universal mount, connect to the bar end, and these are pretty much bomb-proof, these things. Now, what we have also got on here is a set of Oxford Adventure heated grips, which are fantastic. We take power from those directly off the battery through a fuse spur on an Optimate Y lead, and what that allows us to do is we can also feed our quad lock mobile phone holder. Again, fantastic piece of kit, really quick to get your phone on and off that sucker. There is power going to it, but I don't very often use that. And because the Optimate lead splits, we can also use it. We've got an Optimate charger fixed up in the shed here as well. So if you've got the Oxford heated grips on there, they do require trimming. The throttle grip does require quite a bit of faffing around to get it on there. There's a little white ridge up against the throttle body that needs to be very carefully dremeled down flat to get the grip right up next to the throttle body. There's little ridges on the white sleeving on the throttle grip as well, which all needs to be sanded down, and then they do need to be trimmed as well. When you put on any brush guards, really, you need to make sure that it sits proud so that you've got no fouling on the throttle there. But these suckers are absolutely bomb proof. We've then got up at the back here, we've got an Adventure Spec I think it's Adventures. Yeah, it's Adventure spec little rack on there, which we can put the Krieger OS bags on there. I've been using the Krieger stuff for about 15 years now, and it's absolutely bomb proof. I've still got my original bags. I use those as flight bags for flying aircraft. And we're also thinking about getting the OS expanding system as a tail unit as well, just to put a little bit more luggage on there. And that does allow you, if you are going to do any off-roading, it does allow you to move about on that bike a little bit, swing yourself about, get the weight where you need it to. So that's pretty much it on this sucker. I will do another video of what this is like up on the rough stuff, and we've got a KTM 690 Adventure R coming as well, which we're going to add to the fleet, and I'll give you a quick walkthrough on that. So that's that for now. Go and check out the website at www.northcoast-500.co.uk, and yeah, get there and we'll help you dream, plan and live your next adventure on the North Coast 500. Cheers now, bye. So we can just see those brush guards there, just connecting in through here. I had to put one of the small, I think it was one of the larger shims on there, because the bars are quite small on this one. And then as we come around here, we can see we just need to make sure you've got that offset there, so the throttle can twist nicely. These are the Adventure Oxford hot grips, and they work really, really nicely. And then, as you can see, we've got the quad lock there with a wireless charger. I'm yet to see how robust that is with the iPhone bouncing up and down, but I mean, the roads are pretty good up here. I don't imagine you'd have too much trouble until you got off-road. And then at the back here, you've got that Adventure spec rack. So that's it. That's one of our 250 rallies, ready to get out there on the North Coast 500 route and have some fun.